lows as lows anymore. I suppose I'm older now, so I'm able to look at things a bit more broader perspective with more experience. And I realize that it is only in the lows that I'm inspired to come back high again, to do things that will bring me out, to see what mistakes have I made so that I can do right. So the lows are not really lows. They are there to balance the highs. They're also there to give you even higher highs later on. They're there to guide you. You might be having a low because you might just be in the entirely wrong profession. As passionate as you may be in, let's say, something that you are trying to do but are not finding much success, and you're trying and trying and trying and you're just not finding success, perhaps there's something else you need to do, and there's nothing wrong in that. Had I not made that decision, I wouldn't have the understanding I have today. And so I have no regrets. As bad as a phase may have been or an experience may have been, it was all required. I put myself in that position, and only because I was able to accept that was I able to learn something from it. If you want to be the next big star and sort of establish yourself in the mainstream and be loved by all, then you have to always consider mass public opinion and toe the line of what is required for the mainstream and work with the right people and conform. And there's nothing wrong in that, because it can get you that place on top. I don't know if they'll be sidelined. They'll always have a presence. That's, after all, been our staple for ever since the film industry started. The formula has been in place at least 60, 70 years, if not more. So I don't think we'll break out of that anytime soon. What the OTT platforms have done essentially is they've democratized the industry a little bit, where they will cater to the mass audience because, of course, they need to get subscribers. But at the same time, they can also afford to experiment a little bit and take in new talent and diverse voices and individuals from outside of the industry, simply because they're a digital platform and they need to, so to speak, feed the beast. I loved Shefali in Delhi Crime. Yeah, Shefali Shah, right? I would pick her. As you said, trolls are going to be there. I don't even know if one should give any attention to those people who are criticizing celebs for not doing enough. I mean, someone or the other is always going to be upset with you. You can't please everyone, and there's no need to please everyone. And that's also part of your earlier question I wanted to say, when you said we have such a large audience and you have to please. I don't try and please anyone. I don't try to upset anyone either. I just try and do what comes naturally to me. Now, if that pleases you, great. If that upsets you, that's also good. I wouldn't personally do it. But again, if someone else does, I'm not going to judge. I mean, I loved Stanley Kubrick's movies growing up. I loved Pedro Almodovar, and both of them play a lot with dark humor. And so I suppose it just kind of started from there. I have lately been doing a lot of Iyengar yoga. Got an amazing teacher, and Iyengar yoga isn't something I've done before. I've done Ashtanga, but not Iyengar, and that's been really good. And I've been really consistent for the past month and a half. Trying a bit of meditation. These are new things for me because there's so much time. So here's the thing about playing characters. In order for me, at least, to be convinced by the character and to convince others of that character, is to find something that I can relate to that person that I'm portraying. Because you need an in for it to look real, for it to be relatable. First, you have to relate to it. So, because you play good characters and bad characters, doesn't mean you're a good or a bad person just because you find something to relate to.